Yo, 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 what is up? What is up? What is up? It's your boy Nonsense Nap here today to bring you another Chicago Bears post-game review. I do humbly apologize that I missed the past 3 weeks. I was being lazy, just being honest. Just being lazy. Yeah, so your boy out here just trying to get some things going, but look forward to a pre-game review for the New York Jets. I'm going to do that coming up probably this weekend on Saturday. If not, maybe tonight, depending on if I can get back early enough for work. But, yeah, be on the lookout for that. But let's get into this game with the New England Patriots and the Bears. Bears did a really good job this game. For the opening drive, Julian Edelman scored for the Patriots on a little little slant pass coming across the field. And the highlight for the Bears defense, bad tackling. Again, second week in a row, bad tackling. What is going on? We got to do a better job. Second bad thing for the Bears, no pursuit up front. We did get one sack from Bilal Nichols. But that's not enough. You feel me? We got to do a better job of that. We got to do a way better job as far as wrapping up, not just laying the shoulder in the guys, but wrapping them up and securing them, making sure they're not their momentum isn't moving them up the field. You feel me? So we just got to do a better job of that. But overall, Bears defense, one sack, one interception off a deflective pass from Daniel Manning, I want to say, unless the fullback secured it and he was just able to punch it loose. Charles Tillman, Kyle Fuller, was in the right place at the right time, and he was able to essentially pick the ball off. And I want to give it to Kyle, defensive-wise. Actually, I'm going to give it to two people. As far as the key players I feel like there was in this game, Kyle Fuller and Bilal Nichols. Bilal Nichols got a sack, and he made his presence known up front on the D-line. He had a tackle for loss, and he had a sack as well on Tom Brady. So that's huge, rookie coming in making plays. But Bears defensively, they didn't really have, I don't know what, it just seemed like they was just complacent, just being real lazy out there. You see some guys walking on the field, you see some guys jogging, not following up on the play, losing our footing on coverages, not, seeing as far as the personnel on the field, who has what guy before the play starts, So, I guess that's credit to Tom Brady on his offense being able to change some things up before the Bears get set and ready, but at the same time, we got to know what guy we're going to be covering and stuff like that too. So if we're in the cover two man, and we got man coverage here, except for the safeties up top, and you got a guy going across the field, you think the safety's going to pick him up, but you got another guy running a skinny post. Stay with your guy. You're in man coverage. Stay with your guy. If you got help up top, let them have help up top, but stay with your guy. Don't just break loose if you're in man coverage and go to somebody else. Doesn't make sense. We're not in zone. We're in man. So we just got to do a better job. Just a better job. Adrian Amos does a real good job. What's my man's name? Eddie Jackson does a real good job. Kyle Fuller, second week in a row with another interception. So, we're coming along. We're definitely coming along, but we got to do a better job of what we're doing here. But again, this is one of the plays here. Bilal Nichols had a tackle for loss, and he injured Sony Michel on this play here. He rolled his ankle pretty bad. And that happens with the game as far as injuries, but at the same time, Bilal Nichols made his presence known. He was in there making plays when he was in. But the Bears offense did a really good job this game. Mitch did throw 2 interceptions, but he had 3 touchdowns, 2 passing and 1 rushing. He did a real good job this game. He forced the 1 interception. I think it was third quarter. He was running out of bounds, and he thought he saw a guy, and he threw it, and New England was just able to get underneath the ball. Still shouldn't have thrown the ball. Should have just ran out of bounds. It's just a bad throw. The second one, it was underthrown to Anthony Miller. He's running a corner route, and he just got the ball to him late. So he's got to be able to put a little bit more oomph behind those passes. But we did a real good job offensively this game against the Patriots. Over 300 yards passing for Mitch. Again, 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. I'll take that. At the same time, you threw the ball a heavy amount of times. 12 rushing 12 rushes from Jordan Howard. I believe 6 from Tariq Cohen. We got to rush the ball more. We got to have actual running plays, like power, ISO type plays, like emphasizing the run. I understand, you know, we're, trying to incorporate a little bit more of this passing attack in different variation of plays, which you don't know if you're going to be passing or running. It's a very good job. Very good job. But we can also incorporate that the same ideals as far as like in a rushing attack and running play action out of, which still allows Mitch Trubisky to use his legs, and we can see here, in this game fairly well. Like, he was patient. Mitch was, as far as like using his legs, getting extra added yards, wasn't just going to run out of bounds, like a typical quarterback will just slide down. Like, he's looking to make plays, and that's what we essentially need. But at the same time, it wasn't like a play to where he was forcing it to where he could have got hurt. And that's what I appreciate the most with Mitch. He was making smart plays in that regards, as far as like using his legs, which he trusted more. But with his arm, again, like on those 2 interceptions, he just got to do a little bit better job of that. And the offensive line does a pretty good job as far as like in this game for the most part, except towards the end where we had a chance to win it. Kevin White did catch 2 passes, one for 10 yards and another one for 54, which gave him 64 yards on the day. But that last, just pretty much where Mitch just chucked the ball up there, a defensive lineman was in front of one of our old linemen, number 64, and pretty much just got around him and was able to put his arm up enough, and with doing so, that changed the throw for Mitch. So it added more arc on the pass, which pulled the receiver and defenders out the end zone to come right in front of the end zone. So we get so close to scoring, but it doesn't happen. Now at that particular point in time, if I'm Kevin White, I've secured the pass. If I can't help it, if I can see my guys, I'm going to try to throw it out to one of them, or fumble the ball in the end zone. So then at least this way we can recover it and we get a touchdown. But, it just didn't work that way. It is what it is. We lost. But the key plays for the Patriots wasn't really offensively or defensively. It was on the special teams. And listen to a lot of analysts coming into this game. They were kind of saying that the special teams is going to be the part in this game to essentially proclaim who would win or who wouldn't win, because offensively you got 2 deadly teams on both sides of the ball. Patriots defense usually does a really good job as far as like isolating who's the main guy on the offense and pretty much stopping them. With the Bears, you got too many weapons. They did a good job shutting down Allen Robinson, so at least you took one weapon away. He only had 1 catch for 4 yards, but Trey Burton, tight end, 9 receptions, 126 yards and a touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 8 receptions, 60-some-odd yards, touchdown. 6 touches on the ground, no touchdown there, but we have too many weapons for any team out here to be able to shut us down completely. It's not going to happen. Jordan Howard only had 12 touches for 39 yards and a touchdown. Again, we got to give him more touches. You got to run the ball a little bit more. I was talking to my guy, actually his name, Guy Supreme Kai, and essentially he was letting me know, like, getting late in these months, maybe probably going to get the ball running a little bit more, just because, it's going to be colder. So, being able to pass the ball like that, you're going to be looking into like snowy season, rainy season, and stuff like that. So with that being the case, probably going to have a little bit more emphasis on the run game. That's perfectly fine. It makes sense. But at the same time, just seeing it'll be emphasized a little bit more, just kind of like going into this way we can, develop that. If we already had that as is, and then we'll have a little bit better consistency in those months, I feel like. But as you can see there, before that Trey Burton catch, that was the pump block for a touchdown. So that was one of the special teams plays the Patriots made, and then Patterson returned the touchdown as well. Now Patterson did have a fumble before that, return for a touchdown. But so I feel like the Bears, I don't understand how it happened, but the Bears just pretty much got on one side of the field. Only person that was on the left side was the kicker. So I don't understand like exactly what happened on that particular play. I have to go back and watch it, but we got to do a better job of being in the position to make plays. We do in certain moments, we're accidentally in the right play to make a play, or the right time to make a play. So like on that fumble, he was in the wrong place, right time, in the blink of an eye, we was able to change the game, so it put us ahead of the Patriots, and that's what you want. You want to add distance between the Patriots to make time rush, add emphasis, and that essentially add emphasis on other personnel on his team, which makes them make mistakes. You feel me? So if you're able to do that, then you're putting yourself in a prime position to make plays. But and that's the second one here, as far as like Mitch just underthrew that ball to Anthony Miller. But overall, I mean, we did a pretty good job this game. Again, we just got to pick up in some areas. We got to have better tackling, wrapping up, not just laying our shoulder in the guys. And we got to do a better job as far as like actually keeping our feet on coverage, not falling down, not getting blown by receivers, not getting pass interference penalties, anything else like that. We got to keep ahead. We got to make sure we're doing the right thing and getting these plays across. So, but that's going to do it for me. This is your boy Nonsense Nap, giving you a Bears post-game review. Chicago Bears versus New England Patriots. We almost had this one. Could have put it in overtime and see if we could have won, but got away from us. Hopefully for this next game against the Jets, again, expect a pregame review for that. We can get back on track with getting a win, getting ourselves in a win column, and essentially putting ourselves in a better predicament, a better situation, and not an ugly predicament in the NFC North. So we right now kind of like in the middle. We want to be at that top middle, or at least the top is what I feel like in that NFC North. So this way it can put us in a better situation as far as for playoffs. But Khalil Mack has been shut down. I just want to highlight that too. Khalil Mack has been shut down these past 2 games. I don't know if that's from his injury or what, but he's always constantly on that right side. So we got to get him back on that left side and add more pressure. Leonard Floyd, if you're going to be on that side, that strong side, and adding pressure and stuff like that, you got to make sure you're actually pursuing the quarterback, not trying to pass, block, like back down the ball or anything. Like, get around those guys, add more emphasis. And again, Supreme Kyle was pretty much letting me know as well, he's not strong enough. He's got them long arms, and I got long arms as well. When having that long arm, you got to add more power behind it. Guys with shorter arms, they're able to punch harder, and get in quick. But, you got to have those long arms to be able to make a move. So, but yeah, man, again, this is your boy Nonsense Nap. Let me know down below what you guys think of the vid. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let me know what you guys thought about the Bears this past game. And what you guys look to expect for the rest of the season, or at least for the upcoming game against the Jets. I do want to highlight my player of the game for on defense. It's going to be 2. Again, Kyle Fuller and Bilal Nichols. Bilal Nichols with a with a sack and a tackle for loss. Kyle Fuller with his interception as well. And then for the offensive side of things, I'm going to give it, again, second week in a row. I know I missed the week with the Dolphins, but it's going to be Mitch Trubisky. So 2 weeks in a row, Mitch is going to be getting that, doing a really good job offensively as far as like reading coverages, being able to make the passes and extend plays. So shouts out to him. Keep it up. This way, hopefully we can add a little bit better. He can get over the 400, 500 yards passing, 0 interceptions, maybe like 4 or 5 touchdowns again. And this way we can have a little bit more consistency of that from him. At least 3 a game, 2-3 a game, I feel like would be fine going forward. But if it doesn't happen, it is what it is too. Just so long as he's making the best plays and putting ourselves in the best predicament to make plays and essentially score, I'm fine with. But again, this is your boy Nonsense Nap signing off. Hopefully you guys will tune in for the Bears and Jets pregame review. Everybody be safe out there. Much love. Peace.